The Indiana Hoosiers sit atop the college football world. This incredible underdog story shows just how quickly NIL has changed college football. But Monday night's clash with Miami is sadly the last college football we'll see for over 7 months. Now, to hold us over, we'll focus on the NFL's Final Four for right now, and the Olympics, March Madness, and the best of the golf and NASCAR seasons are right around the corner. Well, joining us this morning is Rick Horrow, CEO of Horrow Sports Ventures. Good morning, Rick. Thanks for joining us. I know you're disappointed with the outcome, but Miami certainly has nothing to be ashamed of. The U is back in the new era of college football. So does Indiana prove anyone can win now, Rick?
Miami could have won, maybe not should have won. That's not your point. You didn't ask me that. The bottom line is anybody can win right now. CNBC came out with Newhouse, Syracuse University facts, 75 top programs, about $51 billion in revenue, up about 13%, 11%, $11 billion in revenue as well. As far as not just net worth, but the total value up 8%. UM 29, Indiana 27. Point is, anybody in the top 75, even later, can probably win under the right circumstances, win a few playoff games, get a block punt, which is the first one of these in 4 years at the University of Miami. I'm glad you're showing it. Why don't you show it 100 more times? Okay, I thought it was over. At the end of the day, the college football season has never been more exciting, notwithstanding your downer you're just showing me. Thanks.
Yeah, and Rick, this week, all eyes have been on Davos, Switzerland, right? We've been watching all the headlines coming out from the World Economic Forum. But when it comes to the world of sports and, of course, artificial intelligence and blockchain, give us the highlights. What are you excited about?
Well, yeah, the bottom line is it's not just Greenland coming out of Davos. You know, $2.3 billion growth challenge at the annual meeting. They talked about the annual revenue all across the world, 3.7 trillion by 2030 and 8.8 trillion by 2030. Cooperation, creativity, asset appreciation, all the things you apply to a normal business, you can apply to sports. I was talking about $1.3 billion annual business in the U.S. I now have to double that and maybe quadruple that by 2030. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and Rick, while I have you here outside of Kansas City, and New England fans expressing disappointment that a break from the Chiefs in the Super Bowl could mean that the Patriots are back to playing in the big game. But let's not underestimate the Broncos. Give us a breakdown of champ.
Yeah. You sound like a tout. That's pretty good. This is not investment advice, okay? I just want to do that the way you guys normally do it. The end of the day, the average franchise value in the NFL, by the way, is about $7.6 billion. We're not holding a bake sale for any of the owners. It's up 18%. So you don't win the games in the boardroom, you win the games on the field. However, New England, fifth net worth at about $9 billion. Denver, 16th at about $7 billion. They're getting a new stadium that's going to raise. On the other side of it, obviously, you've got the Rams, who are number 2 in all the land at $10.7 billion, and Seattle at $7 billion as well. They're 19. Again, it proves, at least if you're over $8 billion in net worth, and by the way, you get $12 billion annually of television revenue. Money is important. It doesn't always buy happiness in the NFL, but I sure as heck would rather have it than not have it.
Well, Rick, finally, I do want to round out our conversation by asking you about golf. So the American Express tournament starts today, where it's warm over in California. You're currently attending the PGA golf show that's taking place in Orlando. So what are you watching in the golf world?
I'm watching 1,000 exhibitors with 33,000 industry professionals in 94 countries and $2 billion in retail sales represented on this 1 million square foot flat floor convention space in Orange County in Orlando. It's over $100 billion U.S. golf economy. The point is, it's bigger, it's more diverse, it's prolific, and it's certainly withstood the vagaries of COVID. We're now out the other end. Golf is fantastic. If you don't think so, just trying to get a parking space around here.
Well, Rick, always great talking to you. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for your perspective on all of your insights.
Thank you.